everyone. Welcome back to my kitchen, Norm's kitchen too. He cooks out here too once in a while. It's usually just breakfast though, but I appreciate that. But I wanted to show you my crazy decorating, the last of my winter videos. This is the fourth one. I hope you've had a chance to see the other three. I'm sorry I'm very late. It is February 10th. I've had a lot of fun looking at snowmen still, but I'm very excited to take out my Valentine decor, and of course that's going to be late too. I hope you're doing very well today, and so does Norm, and he says hello. We wish you all very well. I am not going to do the entire kitchen today. I just don't have the time, nor the ambition, to tell you the truth. I just want to show you this wall and a couple other corners. And also we have Norm's window, finally. It's just been so cold. He has not enjoyed being out there, and I don't feel like standing out there giving him any tips. We've just not been able to do it until now, but I think you'll get a kick out of it. First, I wanted to talk about this just thrifted planter. It is beautiful. It's just pressed glass, but I don't remember where I found it already. I'm pretty sure it was in one of our stores here, thrift store. I did a little extra clip of this without anything in it, so you could see it better, and also explained what it says on the bottom to identify it. I wanted to show you how pretty this sparkles. I just love it. FTDA. FTD florist, but that's FTDA 1986. So I was thrilled. I thought when I first saw this that, yeah, that is really a neat design. So it was thrilling. It looked, probably kind of plain. Oh, where were we? Did I go to, oh yeah, I probably just went to a different suburb around here. Like we went to Plymouth, Goodwill. That's another suburb city. But you will see me find that in an upcoming video. Now, I decided to, again, put these little plastic beads. They are not the kind of beads that you string for a necklace. They are flat on one side, kind of goofy. I would rather they were round. But the fact that they are flat on one side does make them pack together a lot more. I did decide to stick a lucite candle in the middle of this too. It would be very pretty on your dining table, just something simple. This one happens to have little silver bits in it. Flakes, I suppose you could call them that. This year, I was missing looking at my fun crystal or pressed glass. I don't know if there's some cut glass here. I think this one is on the end more so. There may be half and half. It feels like somewhat, and same with this one. But I really do enjoy these vinegar cruets. This one is really sweet. I did decide I wanted to use the light on my phone make them sparkle a little bit. It is now after 5 o'clock at night. We were out for a late lunch today, so of course by the time I get back, it's already, no sun showing, probably because of clouds. It was sunny today for a lot of the day. I love this old plate. That is a nice ridge around it, so things won't slide off very easily. It just always reminded me of snowflakes, and I have shared it in previous winter videos. And I like this really tall one in the middle here. This is the newest one that I purchased. Was that before Christmas? I can't remember, but we went to Hinckley. Oh, yeah. There was a couple different trips we went up to Hinckley. And one was before Christmas and one was after, and they were having a 20% off store-wide. So I did pick out this. It was so reasonable. That looks like the quilt pattern to me. May be hard for you to tell there, but that's what I'm thinking. I do have it in milk glass, so I was surprised to see it in clear glass. It sure has a pretty stopper, and I love this one with the hobnail look. Such a pretty stopper also. That one really has a fancy stopper, huh? Some of these are quite plain on the other end. Yeah, that's a lovely one. This is probably more common, do you think, with that really pointy stopper? And the cubist, is that what they say? Cubist design. This could be, again, the Fostoria American pattern. Kind of a simpler stopper on that one. And this is really sweet. I love it when they have fancy handles on them. Cute stopper. I didn't have a white lace piece to put up here. This piece is actually an old one I was using upstairs on the top shelf of the bookcase. But if you recall, at Christmas time I explained that I ordered a square piece of a plastic lace tablecloth that had squares in it where I could cut it for every shelf up there where the radios typically are. And of course I had all Christmas decorations, little collectibles, sitting on something that looked a little more like snow. But yeah, this one is beige, and I've kind of looked a lot for many years trying to find a tablecloth again that has squares like this where I could cut some lengths for some of my shelves. This one would be nice to have something like that. But that's the best I could do, and I didn't take off the fun washi tape that Gareth from London sent to me with a lot of other rolls of washi tape. We had that on for Halloween, I believe, and I've just kept it on all this time. I think it's so pretty. Yeah, so I hope you like seeing something like that. It makes a very fun collection, I think. Don't have to have a lot of them. I may have one more over on the shelving behind me. So thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. And I hope you will stay and see the pretty crystal items. I love them for winter. So I'm just going to start at this corner here. Well, let's go up here. I know you've all seen our old phone from my brother. It is an old dial one. I just love it, and it weighs a ton. Norm spray painted this black cast iron trivet for me, along with 2 others on the other side of the wall over there. This one I will leave up for Valentine's if I do get anything done out here. I hope I can. It's going to be all February. It's going to take me all February. I hope I manage, but I'm sorry. Again, I need to explain. It was because I did Thanksgiving videos this year. It set me way back for everything ever since. Yeah. Oh well, I'm still having fun, and I hope you don't mind, but I need to have a record and have a video out there, as many as I can, for when I decide to stop doing these. Yeah, I'm getting kind of worn out. I had these 3 in the living room. Maybe it might even be 2 Januaries ago. I thrifted them all. I couldn't believe some of the things I was finding several years ago. I haven't seen anything nice in clear glass for a long time at our stores, or it's just bowls and things that I'm not interested in. This is beautiful. It's just pressed glass, but so pretty. I love how skinny it is and fancy base on it. So that just makes a nice arrangement. I was really happy that I managed to find 3 different heights. The diamond point one was the last one I found. And this I actually found too, I think. Thrifting, it is definitely, it could be your American Brilliant cut. I don't know enough about things, but it's, I should explain, I have a snowflake, like a little stick-on gel on this thumbnail because it was very long, and I explained in a video, a thrifting video, I think, it got torn way down. Oh my goodness. So I'm trying to salvage not cutting it down that far. That would actually be pretty tender. So yeah, this is my typical thumbnail for picking up things. I'm good at that in the thrift stores. Now this is very, very sweet. It is not like the ones over on the hutch that I showed. This one actually has a house and trees. Very cute. So this was completely different find. I would love to find another one someday. This is pressed glass. No, that's kind of sharp. But it's, it's soft, other pieces. But yeah, I don't know enough about these, and I don't want to try to guess what they are. Now, way down here, my brother had all of this Pyrex. He loved the turquoise and the blues. So I had a couple little snowmen that are hobbyist on each side. They are identical mold, but they were made very different from each other. This is really a pretty votive, thrifted. I did not use any of these with turquoise on them for Christmas or in the dining room. These are all different. Everything out here you have not seen this year. This is an old Japan snowman mug. It's much smaller, as you can see, compared to what they're doing nowadays for mugs. But I've had these up here. The green one, was that a, kind of could be a Lefton or something like that. I didn't look it up, but I've had it for many years. And this one was, that label. Yeah. Not remembering for sure. But that is a very well-known one. And they're making repros. This is an old one with the cold paint on it. I had to touch it up. I found it in Lindstrom, Minnesota at a Family Pathways couple Christmases ago. And this I've had for many, many years. It's just a hobbyist one. He's not as white, but he's so cute and such a crazy yellow hat. This I've had for quite a while. It's the sweetest little sugar bowl. Kind of like your Wexford pattern. I highly doubt that is one of that. But it's really pretty, and yeah, that is lead crystal. So beautiful. I did thrift it. This too, I don't know what that is. It's really small. I don't know what you'd put in it, but it was so pretty. I mean, you could even use it for a votive. Why not? It'd fit just fine in there. It's just about the right size. Suppose I should have put a light in there, but isn't that pretty? I don't know what it is. So this is just houses and trees, snowy trees. I love it. Over here, well, it's a repeat, except that's a snowman with more green on it. Very beautiful Pyrex. And this one is quite heavy with the pattern. Very mod. Very turquoisey blue sky background. Now, this was just a sweet little creamer all by its lonesome at the store. I think this was also at the thrift store. Quite shocking, because it is a beautiful cut glass. Yep. Beautiful lead crystal. It is so heavy. It's quite small. I don't know what we use that for, SERP. And this we thrifted too. It was in a video. I showed it, and I distinctly remember, they wanted $10 for it. And that is not a cheap decanter. It weighs a ton. Jeez. I'm not kidding you, it weighs a ton. Oh, I thought, should we get that or not? Because of the weight of it, storing it. But I'm glad we did. I think that was a good investment. Yep, it's really pretty. And I may have identified it already a year ago. I don't know. Now, you'll also see a thrifting video coming up where I just found this in one of our Goodwills. I don't know if you can tell that pattern. It's got circles and all that ribbing like, and it also is extremely heavy. Just gorgeous picture. Again, I don't know. What do they use those for? Cream or syrup? Beautiful. Now, I think my brother had this, but I do recall that I have probably tried to add to my snowflake collection. I may have purchased that years ago. I found these Bibles for Missions years ago. I was collecting this, type of thing. They see that's got a little chip there, but that is lead crystal in excellent condition. Tops on them, so pretty. When I was really looking for crystal things, Bibles for Missions, now Legacy Thrift, has always had gorgeous vintage and newer clear glass items. It didn't take me long to find all of these up there. Some of them were from an antique shop and very inexpensive. I guess people, just don't care about big, old, huge sugar bowls like that. They're huge. Oh, that's a very similar pattern, isn't it? Sorta. Oh, well, it's got a flower on the side. But before we get up there and look at some of them in detail, let's just do this little candy jar shelf. I did find 2 of these at Shalom thrift store in Cambridge, Minnesota, probably for Christmas, their Christmas big sale. I do have a light in there, but it's just so much paint on it, you can't really tell. I did find 2 of these over several years. Finally found a second one, maybe last year. Oops, too much glare on the snowman. I think they are adorable. I've found 2 of these. Very fortunate. It's very plain, not Christmassy to me. This I've had for quite a while and I have shared it before. It's very sweet. I probably shouldn't have the light on. Let's try not. Yeah, there's still glare on it from my overhead. I got a great big fluorescent light over my head here. Now this one is pretty thick with paint too. I only found 1. But it is sweet. A lot of these could be, like I said before, from Yankee Candle, American Greetings, did a lot of stuff like this on the older ones. This I found last year in a Goodwill, but I think one further away from us. It was the only thing I found that day, and I debated. I thought, is that going to really go with anything? Because this is more of what I would have been looking for. Something, more Christmassy. But I guess I realized I had enough blue votives. So it goes fine. Kind of a crazy repeat pattern there. This is very cute. I would have rather had a second one of these. I love this one. I believe I only found 1. The lid looks a little crooked there, doesn't it? Very pretty for Christmas too. And I thought I had more than 1 of these, but I don't. And there's the second one of that. So over here, the second half. I'm sorry, I kind of skipped over these 2 adorable mugs. After talking about the Pyrex and crystal things there, I kind of forgot and went upward. I thought this black fancy dressed dude was kind of crazy. I really didn't know if I should get him or not a year ago. He's pretty heavy. Potter's Studio. Yeah, I am glad I did. He's the only one I have that's all dressed in black like that. Looks like something you could use for New Year's, huh? This, I believe, is pretty new. I don't think I had that last year. He's got an adorable gumdrop on top of his head. Yep, absolutely adorable, huge mug. I suppose I can try to take a look at him. See what it says. And gumdrops there. So cute. Oh, yeah, wow. I could not believe he was at the thrift stores. Very nice. I don't know a year, of course. I didn't look them up, but how adorable, huh? Yep, and I ended up finding, luckily, this guy over here to match. Completely different color scheme. So cute. He looks more like your Mitford storybook, Snowmen. 2004 Boston Warehouse Trading Company. Okay. I think he is just wild. Of all the ones I have, it's pretty unusual to have orange and yellow. Everything else is usually your red and green and black and white. Now this one I just found, so it's gonna be in an upcoming video. Norm found this one. So this is a really nice Target one. Yes, it has a little crazing on it, but I don't care. I'm not drinking out of them. But doesn't he go sweet with that one because of the brown arms? I love them. Now this, I shared with you a very old, probably syrup picture. Very old. I think that helps. Yeah, can you believe that? Pressed glass. I have had that for quite a while. So I hope you like that. And I just happened to end up with a couple of them that were cube-like, very nice salt and pepper set, and this beautiful cruet. I think they're so sweet for winter especially. And this is the other beautiful Pyrex dish that my brother gave me. That was so nice of him. I really do appreciate all of his gifts. They're beautiful. I will leave the camera light on for these. Isn't that the biggest, craziest? Oh, I'm sure I found that in an antique mall. I mean, they'll charge like $12 for something like that, because I don't think anybody wants them. It's just old glass, pressed. It's not, real pretty crystal. But I just love them. I think they're so beautiful. This has a more of an etched flower look on it. Such a sweet creamer. I have shared all of these with you in that last video I did with a lot of crystal out here, and I tried to identify a lot of these. So if you're curious at all about the identity of them or the age of some of them, I hope you look at that video again. Look at this gorgeous thing. I am reaching up very high. I should be on a step stool, but how am I gonna move down very easily? I'm sorry, my voice gets a little strained because I got my head tilted back so far. The same thing happens to Norm when he tries to do that. This is a very pretty, what you probably call a spooner. It's got that thistle pattern on it. What beautiful handles, huh? So it's an open spooner, or a salary they call those. And this is also very, very pretty. Most of these are pressed glass. Another adorable creamer. Sorry if I get crooked. There's the thistle pattern again, and I don't know if that's considered a sugar bowl or not. Huh. Yeah, see, I'm not real educated on all this old glassware. This was very sweet too. It's really a bigger, much bigger picture. And a sweet little creamer. But I did surprisingly find a lot of nice things at Legacy Thrift, and I think it was actually more so when it was Bibles for Missions before. Now, I didn't know exactly what to put out here. I didn't have anything very wintry. I had one with blueberries on it, but I'll save that for more of a fruit theme. I don't recall what Norm had spray painted it for the black cast iron part. But I've been picking out these colors, and I think this muted green is very nice. Aren't they pretty, don't you think, when they're painted like this? So fresh looking. The screw head was too big to go in through that hole there, sorry. But at least they're both apples here. And this, I may have shared this before. 1992 Crystal Cathedral Ministries had that, probably as a gift, complimentary gift. I don't know. I love it. Very mod. All right, I will look at these pictures up here briefly because that's reaching pretty high. Norm just said this afternoon that he liked the fact that I put these snowflakes at an angle. I believe I did that last year too. I just thought it would be breezy looking. It's pretty packed, isn't it? I did find 3 new ones this year. It's hard remembering, but I know for sure, and you may have seen these in a thrift haul. This one with the pearl in the middle, and this one with the pearl in the middle. Yep, those are my newest ones. This could be new also. I don't remember seeing that very much. I just love this one and that one. They're so fun. So I am at half zoom. It's just easier for you to get a better look. I've got quite a collection now, and I have more cookie looking ones around the corner. I've had some of these, like this one down here, very gingery looking, for so many years. And a couple years ago, Norm bought me quite a few of these. They were half price at Menards, of all places, our big hardware store that Norm spends half his life at. The pink ones and the kind of minty green ones. That one must be slipping down. They're so heavy that I have to put 2 magnets on the back of them. But this is very old for me, very, very old, and this is very old. This is newer. I've had that for many years. There's another one of the super old ones for me, and this one, and this one, and that one. But these here are probably Hobby Lobby with the red on them. Like this. They're so sweet. Another one I've had for many, many years that started my whole collection. Yeah, I love these with the little red accents on them. Another very old one for me. Another one that was very old. And this one up here. That was my original collection, those that I've mentioned. I decided to put a old radio of my brother's that was sitting in his basement on shelving. He just stored a lot of stuff. And I had that out for Christmas. It's not that Christmassy to me. So I left it out. Okay, here's the islip pictures. Very fun one that would work for Easter, right? This we bought so many years ago. We actually ended up with 6 or 8, I can't remember, tumblers that go with it. The turquoise ones are newer for us because we didn't know we were going to start liking turquoise out here. So we've been fortunate over the past 3 years maybe, finding turquoise and white ones. That is very fun. I've used it when I've done rooster themes. Just reminds me of roosters and eggs. Very fun. And that was a real find, very atomic, from New Generations of Harmony, Minnesota. Big antique mall. We don't get down there very often. It's very fun. So that might have been a splurge. This was wonderful, from Stillwater, Minnesota, and 2 tumblers, huge tumblers that go with it. Very good deal. I think it was only like $25 for the 3 items. Beautiful. This is very old. Had it, I mean, for us, for a very long time. Most likely before I started making videos 6 years ago. Fairly new find. I've seen it now and then in antique malls. This is sort of common. And not seen that one again. That is also very fun to use with roosters. Very fun. And that is a very delicate pattern, but very fun and kind of atomic too. So I hope you like that, to be cheerful in this drab winter season, to have something fun to look at, a lot of colors and patterns. Norm really enjoys them very much. He loves our very colorful glassware. He always has, and he's just as happy to find a new picture. Someone gave me a hard time a couple years ago. Yeah, one of the ladies watching us was giving me a hard time and said, "Who needs 9 pictures?" Okay, that's all right. Everybody feels the way they feel about things, and that's their privilege. Totally understandable. Now, I didn't really go buy these. This is a very new thrifted snowman. Absolutely adorable. I just found him. So that will be in a Gantz. That will be in a thrifting video coming up. Some of these I've had for a couple years. I think this is fairly new. Probably Shalom. It was in a thrift haul, I remember. That was in a thrift haul. This, I don't know if I've ever shown this to you before. She's pretty fancy, isn't she? Yeah. Well, I'm saying she. I might be wrong. It could be a guy. I'm thinking more like a she, but that's, yeah, it's because of the eyes, I think. It makes me feel that way. A very simple one. A very sweet one. Fairly new for me. And I mentioned that was a very old one. So down here, isn't that elaborate? That is my biggest. It's huge. Very tall hat. So I decided to make a little vase out of it instead of putting it up here on the shelf. Very fun. Now, this was thrifted, I think, in Lindstrom, Minnesota, at the Family Pathways there a year ago. It's the large dish on the bottom and the 2 little fridgies, is that what they call those, on top. What a deal. I don't remember if I paid $20 for the 3 items together. They were all priced separately. Beautiful condition. My brother had this size blue one. So I was looking at everything downstairs. Now this is called a robin's egg blue. It is not the same as this darker turquoise. This has got a little more green in it. But I thought, oh, I've got my brother's darker blue. I don't know what blue they call that. Refrigerator dish that would work just great in this set. So I thought that would be a fun area to set that. I was completely out of room, of course, up here. I hope you've enjoyed this last video as well as my others. I'm sorry to be late, but I'm still having fun, and I hope I inspire you. You are all so kind with your lovely comments. You do help keep me motivated. I need that very much because this is getting harder and harder for me to do, and I am getting slower. It's been, like I said, 6 years. I've aged a lot in 6 years, and so is Norm. Everything is just getting a lot more difficult for us. So thank you for being so faithful and really showing your appreciation for the hard work that we're doing to not only make some grocery money. It's not very much, and it's dropped way down from Christmas, 1/3 of what it was over the holidays. That is typical, but it still makes you lose interest. So I thank you for your kind support to keep us going. So now I will show Norm's window. You all have a wonderful week ahead, and thank you for blessing us with your friendship.
Hello again, everybody. It's Norm. It's February 5th, 2026, and this is the second window I did for this season. I decided to do snowmen. We don't have snow in our yards enough to make a snowman, but Peggy had thrifted some of these snowmen over the years, and I have too. Mainly the plastic ones that are lit up on the outer ends and one in back. But the rest of them are ceramic, and they do have some lights in them. However, they're not lit up as well as I wish they would be. They have small holes in the bottom, and I found on Amazon tall raised lights that you can get that are electric, and they would brighten them up inside quite a bit so they'd be more evident and glow a lot better. These are smaller battery operated ones that Peggy has that aren't doing quite as much as I would like it to be. This guy on the end here I've had for a long time. He's been an old standby snowman blow mold I've had. And if I swing across all of these dudes over to the one in front here and the one in back, those are ones that I've had for several years. The one in back is kind of yellowish, not as bright looking as the ones up here, but that is what he looks like. And he is an old mold, so that's kind of nice. I've got in the center here another one of my big blow mold trees. I've got 3 of these that I've mentioned before. 2 this size, which is quite large, and a third one that's about half the size of it, maybe 3/4. I only put one in here. They have a tall light in the middle of the base, so it is a tube light, and it lights it up pretty well, but kind of hard to tell that they're glowing, but they are. Anyway, in the back, Peggy found all of these thrifting. This guy with his little buddy down below. I got a little fat one down here. with a little light glowing in him. And across over here is a guy with a stogie. He doesn't really have any holes in him to light him up, so I can't do anything with him. And this guy here, he's got a few holes in him. His hands up in the air and one down on his waist, and a nice striped scarf that's keeping his neck warm. He's lit up. These don't illuminate quite as much when I have them in this situation like most of the other stuff I do for the windows, but the lights up above, there's a fluorescent light, two of them smaller tubes, and then one bigger tube up in the ceiling up here. Well, you can kind of see it right there. And that's what's lighting up the entire thing. But it really does a good job lighting up and showing everything in the details, which is kind of nice. This guy's got a stogie in his mouth and some presents. He's been out shopping. But he's solid, no hole in the bottom to light him up. But they're still unique. This chubby guy actually has a light in him, but they're not really showing with the lights coming through the holes in the tree here. On Amazon, I ordered some lights that are going to be, they stand up about 2 inches or more, or 3 inches, kind of a tube light. And I ordered them a couple weeks ago, and Amazon has now told me that's going to be another 10 days before they come, so I'm a little upset with not getting them. I wanted to put them in here so these would be better lit up. His buttons on his stomach are glowing, and his nose. I left the curtain on from before. This is the shower curtain I had. The window that I did before was the brass deer, and I had the curtain lowered down so the tips of the trees, we're seeing more of the tips of the trees and an opening, but in this case I decided to pull that up and drape it over the back door a little bit more so the trees are up higher, and you kind of see a little bit more of the base of the trees. Not really because of everybody standing in front of it, but it's just a little different from what I had before. I do get really nice comments from Peggy's supporters. They, of course, they praise her, and she deserves it too. She works very, very hard to do her videos. She's very particular. And I get nice comments from her supporters on my windows too, which is nice. I didn't expect to have that happen, but it's fun to know that people appreciate what I'm trying to do too, just for the fun of it. So I hope everybody's having a good first of the year. It's 30 degrees out, so right now it's not too bad. This is what I've got. I hope you think it's okay. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you. Bye.